The second principle, correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. This single line from the Emerald Tablet is one of the most quoted phrases in all of occult history, and one of the least understood. It invites you to look past appearances and see something staggering. The microcosm and the macrocosm are not two separate things. They are two faces of the same reality. The intelligence that shapes the stars is the same intelligence that shapes the atoms inside your body. The second law is the principle of correspondence, and it holds that reality is structured fractally. Everything in the universe is connected, and every fragment of the whole reflects the whole. The cells of your body carry the same genetic code that defines your entire organism. Each cell, a tiny model of the body it serves. The motion of galaxies mirrors the motion of electrons around a nucleus. The same laws hold whether you're looking at the astronomical scale or the subatomic one. This law teaches you to see the universe as a great mirror. If you want to understand reality, first understand yourself. Because just as the macrocosm shapes the microcosm, your inner state shapes the world around you. And there is the key hidden inside the second law. Change what is within, and you change what is without. Every serious tradition has pointed at this. Jesus said the kingdom of God is within you. Just as the cosmos contains the potential for everything, the human being carries the seed of the divine in the microcosm of the self. You are, at once, an observer of the universe and a creation of it. A reflection of the whole in a single point. Plotinus put it directly. The more a man knows himself, the more he knows the universe and what lies beyond it. To understand the cosmos, first unveil the cosmos inside you. Your inner state, your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, acts as a lens that shapes how you perceive everything outside. When you are at peace, the world appears peaceful. When you are in conflict, the world turns hostile and jagged, and this reveals something the modern mind resists. The barrier you feel between yourself and everything else is an illusion. You are part of a greater whole, and what moves inside you is in constant conversation with what moves outside. Transform the inner universe, and you retune your entire relationship with the outer one. Carl Jung mapped the same territory from the side of psychology. He showed that the personal unconscious is a reflection of the collective unconscious, a vast reservoir of images, ideas, and archetypes shared across all of humanity. Just as the cosmos is in constant motion, the inner universe of each person is dynamic and alive. Explore it, and you don't merely discover yourself. You connect with the same archetypal forces that run through the entire cosmos. The spiritual journey, then, is a journey inward, a return to the universal center that lives within you. There is another layer to this law, and it is one of the most practical ideas in all of Hermeticism, the correspondence between spirit and matter. They seem like opposites. They are not. They are reflections of the same essential reality. Spirit is the original plane, the causal level where ideas and energies begin. Matter is the reflection of that origin, shaped by the invisible laws of the spirit. Think of spirit as the source and matter as the image projected from it. The visible world is sculpted by invisible forces, the way a statue is sculpted from an idea that existed first in the mind. This is why every transformation you want to see in the material world must begin on the level of spirit, on the level of intention, thought, and belief. Look at DNA. A structure invisible to the naked eye, yet it contains all the information needed to build an entire living body. That is the relationship between spirit and matter in miniature, the unseen source carrying the blueprint, and the physical form expressing it. So when you align your mind and your intentions with these deeper laws, you begin to influence matter itself, not by force, not by manipulation, by alignment. When you truly grasp that matter is nothing but spirit slowed down and made dense, you realize the most profound changes happen when you work at the level of cause, the spiritual level, rather than fighting endlessly with effects. Someone seeking prosperity understands that abundance begins in the spirit, in a mind that generates self-worth, confidence, and gratitude. Nurture those inner patterns, and the outer reflection follows. Gradually, sometimes subtly, but inevitably. Now watch how this same law is written into the fabric of nature, because it is not only philosophy, it is observable. The clearest signature of as above, so below is the fractal. Fractals are patterns that repeat across every scale, from the smallest object to the largest structure. Look at the spiral of a nautilus shell, then look at the spiral arms of a galaxy. The same form, separated by unimaginable orders of magnitude. The same Fibonacci sequence that arranges the petals of a flower also arranges the arms of those galaxies. Many call this sacred geometry, the language the cosmos uses to structure everything from subatomic particles to the growth of plants to the birth of star systems. The cycles echo each other too. Birth, growth, death, renewal. The seasons turning in an endless wheel, and every living thing turning through its own version of the same cycle. Your circulatory system is a microcosm of Earth's water cycle. Just as rivers run to the ocean, your blood runs to the heart and back out again, nourishing and connecting every part. Flow and return on two vastly different scales, governed by one underlying intelligence. David Bohm, the physicist who worked alongside Einstein, proposed exactly this. He called it the implicate order. The idea that reality is not a collection of separate parts, but an indivisible whole, where each fragment reflects the totality, like a hologram in which every piece contains the whole image. Benoit Mandelbrot, who gave us the mathematics of fractals, revealed that these self-repeating patterns are a fundamental feature of nature itself. Look at the universe through the fractal lens, and every small part turns out to be a scaled version of the whole. As above, so below stops being a metaphor and becomes a measurable fact. And here is where the law reaches into your daily life, because your outer world, your results, your health, even your physical body, is a direct mirror of your inner world, your beliefs, your intentions, and above all, your daily habits. Every small act you repeat is an expression of your mindset, and repeated long enough, it becomes a visible, tangible reality. Like a stone dropped in a lake, your habits and thought patterns ripple outward and shape your body and your circumstances. A disciplined mind is fertile ground for healthy, consistent habits. Someone with inner clarity and purpose reflects that order in their body. Regular rhythms, movement, nourishment. The body becomes the visible expression of an organized mind, strong, balanced, alive. A disordered mind, one that surrenders to every distraction and sets no priorities, produces the opposite. A body carrying the marks of that inner chaos. Fatigue, excess, the slow erosion that comes from always reaching for immediate comfort. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, it is a habit. This is the second law made practical. To change any outer result in your body, your health, your relationships, you begin on the inside. You change the mind and the spirit, and your daily habits begin to reflect that shift. And gradually, your entire external world reorganizes itself around the new inner configuration. Those who have real clarity of purpose develop the habits that sustain that purpose. A strong body, a clear mind, an ordered life. These are the reflections of a soul that has found its reason to exist and expresses it through every small action. As above, so below. As within, so without. The mirror never lies. It only reflects what you truly are.